Hello, my name is Reverend Wendy Spruill, and I want to tell you about a new ministry here at Ebenezer. It's called the Ebenezer Global Outreach Team. And the focus of this new missions ministry is to spread the knowledge and the love of Jesus throughout the world. Matthew 28:19 says, "Go therefore and make disciples of all the nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe all things that I have commanded you." God's love is boundless, and we show that love by helping to meet the needs of our fellow man. Now, here is Petula Sellars with more.
I think it was 2018, I started, nothing was wrong, life was fine, but I felt as though that there was something more that I should be doing. I had an SRO that was a good friend of mine who was very active in his church, and he approached me one day and he said, "You need to go with me to Africa." And I said, "I would love to go to Africa, but that's just not for me." And he said, "Why not?" Well, like so many of us, I let fear dictate or prevent me from moving. I'm like, I can't go to Africa. That's too far away. Africa is too dangerous. He said something to me that was actually funny. He said, "You work the streets of High Point, North Carolina. What's more dangerous than that?" And I said, duly noted. So I went on my first missions trip to Africa, went to Kenya. And my plan was to save all these kids that I met. Well, and I was going to bless them. I had in my head, this is what I'm going to do, I laugh because you don't do anything without God. And my plan is oftentimes not his plan. And so my plan was to save them. Those kids saved me. They showed me how they can have so little and be so happy. They thirst for education. They thirst to know more about God. It's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. I think the most disappointing thing for me is going there and seeing very few people that look like me, that have resources like I have and like we have here in the United States, that aren't there or that aren't helping people that look like us. It was an eye-opener for me, very disappointing, because we oftentimes let fear stop us from reaching our fullest potential. The experience is something that you cannot, for me, I can't put into words. Although I journaled every day I was there, it just doesn't do it justice. There is no place that I've been, and I love to travel. That is a hobby of mine, just seeing different sites, going different places, learning about different cities. I have not seen or experienced any place more beautiful than Africa. And on the same token, I have not experienced poverty like I have when I went to the slums in Kenya. To have 1 million people, probably in a city the size of Burlington or less, and they are just, it's a horrific thing to see. It changes your life. The first thing that I remember from my very first trip was one of the instructors, one of the teachers, her yearly salary was $130 for 12 months. $130. And so the things we take for granted here in the United States.
Now that's the why of global missions, but here's the how, as in how you can get involved. Brothers and sisters, you can work with the ministry without even leaving Burlington, because this ministry will need your help collecting donations, volunteering for programs and events, and monetary donations are always accepted. And remember, Ebenezer, mission work is more than just going overseas. We can do mission right here in our own community. I personally have been active in local missions since 2000 with organizations like Feed the Hunger, Habitat for Humanity, Southeastern Food Bank, the NC Diaper Bank, Allied Shelters, and Christmas Cheer. And Ebenezer, you already helped with several of those programs, so get ready for the Ebenezer Global Outreach Team, and let's continue to be a blessing to the world.